till you're now.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a... Broadcast from Utah, downtown Salt Lake City, Utah, the home of the Jazz. Energy Solution Arena. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports for myself, Kevin Harlan, and my broadcast partners, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Welcome, everyone. Look at Oklahoma City. They're looking to start this road trip off with a win and continue their winning streak.
You know, when you check out Oklahoma City, they've been off to a great start. I mean, they've stacked up the wins here in the early going, and the momentum is very positive as they move forward.
And no surprise there, Clark. We knew they were going to be a team to watch, and they've absolutely shown it here with the way they've played.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So the Thunder five right now. J.R. Smith out there with Thompson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Bogut. And it's Love in at the four-man position.
Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Now here's Kobe. Right now averaging 11 points a game. And the wide open shot from Warren. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. You talk about Scott Brooks' defensive focus. He played 11 years in the NBA as a 5'11" point guard, Steve. You'd better believe he had some toughness.
Oh, he was nasty. He would pick you up full court. And, you know, there was a great stat about him when he played. He went 5 consecutive seasons where he had more steals than turnovers. So, shows you about Scott Brooks.
Here's Udrich. Following the basket by T.J. Warren. The jump hook. And it's Vucevic missing.
Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
And the shot is good.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
And it's the Jazz's ball. 4-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And it wasn't just bad shooting. I mean, they weren't getting good looks. The offense wasn't clicking. No ball movement. Very stagnant performance.
Yeah, I agree. The reason for that, I think, was their movement away from the ball. Not very crisp.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Thompson with the bucket.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Now Udrih. Outside Bryant. Now the feed to Lee. Dishes to Udrih. 6 on the shot clock. Jazz passing it around. Kobe can't hit.
Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
Udrih dishes to Warren. Thunder with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
And with Bogut feeling 100%, you know, he had so many injuries over the years leading up to last season that it was hard for him.
Oh, that was awesome. Look out below. Jazz trail by 9. And Udrih kicks to Vucevic. Udrih, the pass to Bryant. Lee sets a screen for Kobe. No good again that time.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Here's Love. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Love's got his second basket.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Larry Sanders is checked in for Bogut. Garnett comes in for Kevin Love. Manu Ginobili is checked in for Thompson. And Levine subbed in for J.R. Smith.
Well, he didn't quit on the play. He defended the shot, contested it, and then got back straight to the glass.
Utah was such a fixture in the playoffs for so many years, almost decades it seems, but recently they've not been that kind of a team, and the work is cut out for this franchise to get back to being a playoff team.
Pass to Ginobili. Garnett, the screen. There's the lob to the hoop, and Sanders throws it down.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
And for the Jazz and their outlook, they did have some flashes of brilliance to build on, but it won't be an easy turnaround.
Payton kicks to Iguodala. Beyond the arc. The shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Ginobili the pass to Levine. We've got 28 seconds left in the first. There's the dish to Garnett. The 10-footer. Again, the Thunder score.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Iguodala kicks to Bass. Misses off the right iron.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Beyond the arc.
On Tap Friday.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
They've got Iguodala. Roberson is out there with Payton. Then it's Jeff Adrian. And it's Bass in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second.
Oklahoma City, for 2 years running, the only team in the top 5 in the NBA in both offensive and defensive efficiency. That ought to tell you about this balanced, elite basketball team.
Ginobili outside. He dishes it to Garnett. The pass to Levine. Fires the three. He shoots again. Out to Smith. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Vucevic dishes to Bryant, and he gets it to go.
Nice touch near the hoop.
The Thunder leading by 14. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Quinn Snyder this season taking over as head coach of the Utah Jazz. Snyder said the fit is terrific. He loves player development. Certainly a nice compliment to this young roster. Snyder's road in the coaching ranks has been a winding one, but he said the adversity he's faced has made him a better coach and a better person. Gentlemen,
his time has come, Doris. All the makings of a great coach. Thank you. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the timeout and give yourself a chance to regroup.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. David Lee checked in for Bass. Warren comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Udrih in for Payton. Jazz trail by 17.
Manu Ginobili has always been one of my favorite guys to watch and an elite shooting guard on the court. I mean, the issue with him has been health. You know, last season he missed about a month with a tweaked hamstring. Right as the Spurs went on their rodeo road trip.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Thompson passes to Bogut. Ginobili kicks to Smith. Smith right side. Fires from the wing. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. And Ginobili, guys, clearly focused on trying to stay healthy. The last couple of off seasons, Steve, he's bowed out of international play.
Well, it's smart. I mean, he's got so much mileage on his body, and it's more important for him to spend his summers just working on his body, staying healthy, strengthening those areas that he needs. And it's always tricky, though, to say no to your home country when they ask you to play on the national team.
Now some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. Take a look at Thompson, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Kevin Love, right on the trail.
Man, you can't say enough about these two guys shooting the ball this season. Look at their percentage, just off the charts.
Kobe against Thompson. Bryant drives in. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smith kicks to Love. Thompson for 3. Udrih grabs the board. Jazz trail by 16. Outside Bryant. Lee up top. Inside to Vucevic, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Utah, 4 games back.
Well, I think for Utah, they've hit the ground running to start this young season, and I mean that literally. Raising some eyebrows with their hot start so far.
Yeah, the start of the season, you know, it's a time when optimism is league-wide, but the early play of this club certainly provides for some real proof that this could be a good team. They've looked awfully good.
When you have the explosive talent part the Thunder have, you can compete with any team, and that's a big part of why they were a top team out West once again.
You know, a lot of people wondered if they had slipped from the elite teams in the West, but again, Kevin, they proved they are still amongst the top teams in the league.
Thompson against Bryant. It's Thompson off the drive. Pass to Morris. 17-foot shot on the way. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And that's 11 points for Smith.
And as you said, there were questions about the Thunder heading into this last year, but they showed they're still part of the elite group.
Lee sets a screen for Bryant. Kicks to Udrich. Over in the corner, Warren. Here's Vucevic, and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Smith. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
17 seconds left in the second quarter. Udrich up top, covered by Smith. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Got a piece of it. Shot from the wing. No good on that last second attempt there. And through the first half, a pretty...
Scott, a night...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Kevin Love out there with Bogut. And there's Klay Thompson. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. Oklahoma City leading by 16.
Well, Kevin Love is really a player who I think befuddles pundits because the numbers say he's a superstar, probably a top 5 player, but then he's never been to the playoffs. To that, I would simply say basketball is a team game. Individuals don't take teams to the playoffs. So despite that, there are some left wondering if his numbers are greater than his actual impact on the team. I'm not one of them.
And Udrich kicks to Bryant. He feeds it to Udrich. Out to the right wing. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, they did a great job last year of sharing the ball, pushing the ball in trend, and they were very, very productive as a team.
5 to shoot. Vucevic trying to get open. Udrich can't hit.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Smith against Vucevic. Smith up top. He's got 13, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Kevin Garnett has checked in for Bogut. And Levine subbed in for Smith. Love can't hit.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid Payton has some very noticeable hair on the floor. He said the story behind it is as follows. Me and my teammates in high school agreed we wouldn't cut our hair the entire season until we won a state championship. We wound up losing the semifinals, but I liked what it was doing and just let it keep growing and growing. Guys, will it ever end?
We'll see if it does. Thanks, Doris.
You know, for so long, the Jazz had been a competitive team in the West due to their defense and grit, but last year that just wasn't the case, and it showed in the standings.
So, Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Brandon Bass has checked in for Lee. Iguodala comes in for Warren. Roberson, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Payton in for Udrich. The Thunder also changing it up. Sanders checked in for Love. And it's Ginobili in for Morris. And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his first foul. Clark, the Jazz usually a factor in the Western Conference, but last season they finished at the bottom of the conference and mustered only 13 wins against the rest of the West.
You know, we've talked about it before, but it all goes back to defense. I mean, the Jazz usually can stay in games by not giving up easy points, but they tend to wane in that defensive effort over time.
Here's Sanders. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Garnett with a screen on Iguodala. Got a piece of it. Thompson right side. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
And a moment to check out Klay Thompson here. He's been having a really excellent year. First in scoring, first in field goal percentage. And he's one of the elite shooters in the NBA, in the top 5 in three-point field goal percentage.
And, Steve, we really can't gloss over his ranking as the top scorer in the NBA. I mean, he's the one guy you don't want to see coming out of the opposing locker room.
Robertson can't hit.
You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
And Thompson kicks to Levine. The rebound by the Jazz. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, a very familiar opponent. This is the first of their 4 get-togethers this season.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. A lot of familiarity with these two teams. Steve just kind of touched on. Clark, do you think it really does impact the rest of their matchups later in the season?
Absolutely, Kevin. It sure does. I mean, because for the winners today, they now know what game plan brought them success. So they've got a blueprint for the next meeting. For the losers, it's back to the drawing board for adjustments.
Good. Iguodala's got his second bucket tonight. 1:21 left to play in the third. On the wing, Thompson. He's got 13. Levine hits the three-point bomb. And the Thunder lead by 15.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Payton kicks to Roberson. Back to Payton. Feeds it to Iguodala. To the inside. Thunder with the rebound. Garnett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Thompson. Puts up a 3. And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
Pass to Iguodala. He kicks to Adrian. Back to Iguodala. There's the dish to Payton. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Garnett's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Thompson off the drive. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Iguodala dishes to Bass. Down low, Roberson the pass to Iguodala. Releases from 15, and the jumper is on the mark. Iguodala's got 6 here in this quarter.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Thunder lead by 16. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next.
Coming up next Monday, November 24th, the Indiana Pacers.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Really excellent feed here, and I know we're used to seeing this guy score, but he is no slouch at creating passes and opportunities for his teammates, and he showcases that skill right here on that replay.
So it's the Thunder now. They've got Vucevic, Udrich out there with Kobe. Then it's David Lee, and it's Warren in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. That's good.
They are killing them with that 3-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Vucevic setting the pick for Bryant. You know what? And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
A lot of attention on the Nuggets. You know, that Denver game really is interesting to watch.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Lee, a screen on Love. Warren, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Lee with a solid pick that time.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Oklahoma City leading by 19. A wide open look for Love. And there's another one for the Thunder.
You know, their 3-point shooting since halftime is about as good as you could possibly ask for, guys.
Now's the time to put the pedal to the metal, boys. Keep firing those deep balls and build that lead up.
And the Jazz call time here.
Love is known for how explosive he can be on offense, but he still gets knocked on for his defensive prowess or lack thereof. He seems to be tiring of it, though, and has put in a lot of work. I think he's gotten better.
For 3, Udrich. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Garnett's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Unloads. Here's Love. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Andrew Bogut checked in for Sanders. Marcus Morris comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Smith subbed in for Levine. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
The feed now to Morris. Thompson with it, picked up by Bryant. Dishes it to Morris. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. I remember last season when Tyson Chandler had remarks about Love's defense, and Love just brushed it off. It's something he's heard before and has followed him even in his rise to the highest ranks of the NBA.
And I think it's been a bit of an overhyped and overstated problem for him. I mean, he does so much more on the court than people think. I don't think he'll ever be an NBA All-Star defender, but he's more than capable of holding his own at that end of the floor.
McDermott's checked in for Morris. One-on-one here. Outside Bryant, all alone. That's good. It's Udrich with the assist that time. Udrich has got 4 assists in the game. Stolen by Warren. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Passes it to Udrich. He dishes it to Warren. His three-pointer's off the mark.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
It's a pick by Love. Smith kicks to Love. Teardrop shot, but he gets it back. McDermott, no one around him, drops in the tray.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Warren with the ball. Now defended by McDermott. And the wide open shot from Warren. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The Thunder leading by 21. Thompson left side. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Thunder.
Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And asserting themselves right from the start, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two clubs. They've got to feel good getting the upper hand tonight against the Jazz.
Shot clock at 3. Tries from 16. Tries again. Out to Smith. The tray. And Lee pulls it down. Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
The Thunder were the second-best road team in the NBA last year. Normally, a jump-shooting team might have trouble on the road, but they are just that good.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. With he's checked in for Vucevic. Jeff Adrian comes in for David Lee. Roberson, he's checked in for Warren. And it's Peyton in for Kobe. The Thunder also changing it up. Sanders checked in for Bogut. Garnett comes in for Kevin Love. And Levine subbed in for Thompson. Smith the pass to Levine. Here's McDermott. Offline with his 3.
Defensive foul. Larry Sanders. That's his second.
No good on that one.
Third team foul. Shooting for Utah.
And he's good on the second. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Now the pass to Levine. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence.
Sponsored by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The Oklahoma City Thunder on the road as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. This is the first game back in Denver for the Nuggets. It's been a bit of a slow start for the season for them so far, but it's still very early and a lot of games to be played.
You know, Kevin, this is a team that you would certainly not consider to be world beaters, but they certainly are better than what they've shown thus far. I mean, it'll be interesting to keep an eye on them the rest of the season because they've got the potential to make some improvement.
Well, they could be a sleeper, for them, especially after this disappointing start. But they've got some talent. They've got the ability to really get a lot better than what they are now. So we'll see if they can surprise some people.
Got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got J.R. Smith, Kevin Love out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Klay Thompson, and it's Bogut in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Johnson, and he can't bank that one in. Wallace with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too.
The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up. You know, you could tend to think of the Thunder as a top-heavy team with the all-stars they have, but they actually get a lot of production from their bench, which makes them a championship-caliber team.
You know, the instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run-out, Steve. That's perfection to me.
Now, here's Thompson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Utah. Dishes it to Morris. Passes it to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. This Thunder team was very deep last year, as you said. They were 3rd in the league, Steve, in bench minutes played.
And even though the bench wasn't really carrying the offensive load, you know, they were good defensively, and they kept things close. Really, all they needed to do was eat minutes, and they did that a lot last year.
Here's Rondo. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Rondo dishes to Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Thunder trailing by 4. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Love. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And the Thunder with some changes. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Bogut. And Levine subbed in for Smith. Now here's Rondo. Gordon with no one around. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Levine. He's covered by Rondo. Levine, good. Levine's got his first points of the game.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Rondo kicks to Mount-Eunice. Pass to Rondo. Shoots a 3. Thompson with the rebound.
Klay Thompson guards did that in the playoffs against Chris Paul. Does a nice job of moving his feet and using his length to recover.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And one of the factors in that game was they just couldn't get to the foul line and get enough points from the free throw line to make a difference.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanked off the rim. They were letting them hear about that.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Thunder also changing it up. Sanders comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Ginobili in for Marcus Morris. Denver with the ball. Sims, the pass to Granger. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that one's good. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's Levine. Thompson outside. And a